It seems like no matter how much time has passed, the age of the 8-bit side-scroller is far from over. And why the hell not? These games are a simple form of nostalgia, easy to pick up and play, and challenging enough to keep you engaged. Shovel Knight was a bit of a fairy tale story from Yacht Club Games' Kickstarter, and everything from the trailer appeals to the inner child who sat in front of their Nintendo for hours on end. But does Shovel Knight deliver that familiar feeling, or dig itself its own grave? Shovel Knight sets itself up as your average story. Hero and companion thrive, a trip to a tower causes his partner to disappear, hero slinks away feeling defeated, evil rises up, tower reopens, hero once again moves to save the day. Despite the cliché notions, the way the tale is presented is what saves it from being an afterthought. The story is a surprisingly somber one, with interludes of Shovel Knight's dreams in which he must catch a falling Shield Knight before she hits the ground. It's a simple tale, but you cannot help but feel a twinge of sadness each time you awaken from the vision you cannot seem to escape, and must push to the next fight. It's hard to adequately describe Shovel Knight. It feels like an estranged love child of all your NES favorites. You've got your basic platforming and combat like Castlevania, your 8-world bosses like Mega Man, and even your hidden rooms like Metroid. Yet Shovel Knight keeps an identity all its own by complementing these games rather than copying them. The influences not only prove familiar in feel, but the 8-bit attributes give an overdose of nostalgia with catchy chiptune soundtracks and scrolling text boxes of conversations. When you put it all together, this just feels like a game I missed out on in my childhood. At its core, Shovel Knight's about platforming and fighting your way through a series of levels, culminating in a boss encounter to open further progression. Each level has its own identity and the challenge it brings, like the sliding floors of Polar Knight's level, or silhouetted platforming runs through the graveyard. Checkpoints prove forgiving, but not to the point of making this game a breeze, because at the start of this game, you will die. A lot. Completionists will find that for a side-scroller, Shovel Knight encourages you to check every nook and cranny for hidden walls and chests for a bigger haul of gems and collectibles. These can be used to switch out your armor, upgrade your shovel, and even purchase new items to help you along the way. Not to leave you fully unequipped for the road ahead, you'll find items called relics that assist in platforming, combat, or defense. These sub-weapons can be obtained by finding them in the levels or purchasing them from the village. Every use of a relic takes a chunk of magic from your mana pool that can be upgraded at the village. Relics like the propeller dagger will assist in traversing large gaps, while the throwing anchor can be used to take out enemies on platforms above you. The most useful of all of these is the phase locket, which temporarily makes you invulnerable to any attacks. Useful as it is, I did find the item made me feel like I was cheating the game towards the end when your mana pool is drastically increased. Shovel Knight is a great game that feels over far too soon. Sure, there's plenty of collectibles, a grocery list of feats to accomplish, and a New Game Plus mode that ups the challenge, but does nothing significant to the levels themselves. Despite this, you'll want to revisit the worlds with all your new relics to discover their effectiveness and duel bosses another round. All in all, the game is one of the best downloadable titles I've played this year, and it's hard to walk away from Shovel Knight without anything less than positive thoughts that games like these still hold up to the test of time.